We are talking about photos and women captured in these photos. And joining us is photographer Gavin Murphy, who's got this new display. It's called Transitions. Great to have you on the show.
Thanks very much, Leanne.
And it's a really interesting project because we're not doing any Photoshop. We're not doing these crazy studio lighting. And these beautiful pictures are on display. So tell us more about Transitions.
Well, first of all, Leanne, it's called Transitions because I'm transitioning from 35mm to digital photography. But what these pictures are, they're pictures of women, as you say, but the pictures are taken utterly in the moment, on the spot, no artificial lighting, no makeup artists, and none of the women that are portrayed in this show are models. So I think there's a lot of people, particularly women, who can relate to women, such as the ones in the exhibition, who are happy with themselves and happy with people around them and happy to be photographed.
Now, how is it for you? Because sometimes these are your friends, sometimes these are women that you see on a street. Like, how do you approach it in terms of where you see that picture being able to be taken?
Well, as a good photographer, I have my camera with me all the time, and you look at a potential opportunity to take pictures, you sort of look at the lighting, and I will simply go up to somebody and say, can I take your picture? And the cameras being cameras, most times people say yes, and I have shot some friends as well, but a lot of the people are indeed strangers, and in fact I had a show in London, England called Spontaneous Strangers. So,
and that was literally you taking pictures of people you had no idea, just on the street?
Correct.
Now, what has the reaction been to this show?
The reaction's been fabulous, particularly from women, Leanne, because women can relate to these types of women who are not models, but women who are really comfortable with themselves, as I said earlier, and all different ages and a variety of nationalities. So I've really tried to get a good representation of womankind, if I can put it that way.
Womankind. And, you know, so many women are afflicted with breast cancer, and so there's an aspect of this being a charitable event because it's going for Breast Cancer Action.
Correct. Leanne, again, it's 100% of the proceeds are going to Breast Cancer Action Ottawa, which is a local charity. And part of the reasons we can do it this way is Meridian has underwritten the costs of producing this show. So very is much a joint venture between Meridian, Breast Cancer Action, myself, and least of all, the women who are photographed.
Why was it important? Was it something that you wanted to bring attention to or awareness to by choosing Breast Cancer Action?
I've worked with a number of charities in the past with photographs of women, so this is a charity I wanted to work for. I think the relationships resonates quite nicely. I've also worked with Osteoporosis Canada Ottawa chapter, so there's all kinds of charities out there, particularly directed to women, and if the subject matter is photographs of women, there's a good synergies between the two.
Now, where can people actually see the show?
Show is on display right now with the Vernissage Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. at Gallery Farina on Elgin Street. And there'll be a concurrent show at Meridian, 99 Bank Street, with different pictures, so folks can go to both and see about 40 different pictures of women, and hopefully there'll be some sales. 2 I can report already before the Vernissage, so we can raise some money for breast cancer, but more importantly, raise the awareness of breast cancer and Breast Cancer Action Ottawa's good deeds.
Now, it's great to see that you have this connection and these photographs, and there are probably women that are saying, I'd love to have that opportunity. Is this something that would become available, that, you know, that they would know that you're doing another project like this and can get involved?
Well, I would hope so, and we are flashing a phone number and an email address on the screen, so I'd be happy to take a photograph of any woman who cares to get in touch with me. And I do have another show at the Ottawa Public Library in November, so who knows, maybe we'll have some additional pictures as a result of this interview.
Well, it's great to see. We had some beautiful examples of some of the pictures that have already been taken, and it's great to see when you don't have everything that you see in these magazines and everything's been cropped and chopped and photoshopped. It's nice to see real women that are out there being photographed.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for your work. And again, the show is called Transitions, and the information listed there at the bottom of your screen. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to be joining back in with Sarah Freemark, who's been checking things out where she used to spend time with her grandmother, the Renfrew Tea Room. That's coming your way after this.